everyone, this is Grim Down, and as short of a clip as I can, I'm going to present you a few tips and tricks, especially classes. And I guess, well, a free tip would be, well, you see, cunning and spirit are like the main attributes of the game. Each point you set in any of them in the character sheet, you will get like 8 points for each of them. As you can see, you can undo and then you can put them whatever else, except if you actually move on then from the sheet, then you cannot really undo your attributes. Okay, that's about it with the attributes. They're all specific for something. Spirit is basically for magic, cunning is for speed, I guess crit, and well, basically DPS, and physique is for resistance and some DPS, I guess. That's about it. Health energy is like exactly how it's called. Offensive, defensive, and damage per second, armor rating, etc., etc., will be a combination of items, attributes, and I guess other passive skills that you can get within the game, not only on the character, also maybe on items. That's it with the character sheet for the most part. This is the resistance. That's not that important. This should be like for another discussion. They're straightforward. I guess it's worth mentioning that fire, gold, and lighting would be pretty easy to max out. The rest are not so easy to increase totally to 100%. So I guess take care of that, or be worried if you get a very good item with the multitude of resistance and you're going to need to throw it away. Keep it for later on, I guess, for more versatility. Okay, now back to classes where we actually wanted to come. Now, it's pretty hard to say which class is actually better within the game. What you need to know is that, well, level 2, because you start with level 1, the first point of level actually you're going to get, you're going to be able to select a class. So basically from level 2 onward, you can get one class. If you want, you're not obliged to, but you're kind of going to need it, since mobs are going to sort of pound you. Oh well. So from level 2 onwards you can get one class. From level 10 onwards you can get a second class, and you can invest in either of the classes that you're going to have picked as you wish. So the way you actually want to. You can build whatever type of combination between two classes you actually want. And to further increase the customization, you also have devotions, which going to activate by having this sort of affinities or essence, whichever way you want to call them. You need to find an altar on the map, as far as I know, and when activated, that altar will actually let you choose some of these constellations. I think that's how it actually works. I don't know for sure though. Okay, back to classes. This is actually what I actually wanted to tell you in this video. So I'm gonna make like a quick run of what they are for the most part. It's hard to really go in a short clip to tell you, to tell you everything there is about them. I'm not such of an expert as well, so I don't expect, I don't know, to me to go really in depth with any of the classes. I'm just gonna give you like the short version. So the soldier is basically your melee guy, your tank, your melee DPS. But more with the resistance, more resistant, and some DPS or some versatility. This guy can really go in parties. Also has a lot of buffs, and it's, I think, one of the most, not one of the most, but as a character, as a class, it's one of the classes that has the most passive skills within the game. All the round ones are actually passives, or they are type of skills, sort of, I guess you can call them, that can augment in different ways one active skill. Like the square one is an active. This is like a passive that can add to the skill itself or change it in some ways. Okay, so this will be basically the soldier. So DPS, no, actually not that much DPS, more resistant and some DPS, or you can be like a tank and have a lot of I guess party buffs and so on and so forth. That's the soldier. Now the demonolist, basically he's like the range type of class, is the class that will permit you to dual wield pistols, so ranged weapons. Actually the only class that allows you to dual wield ranged weapons. as far as I know at least. Also a lot of versatility with this one. It has grenades, long range, so basically it specializes on range combat, for the most part at least. It's pretty good at close as well, close combat, close quarters, but not as much as a specific melee character. I guess that's kind of logical. Occultist, it's your basic dot, so damage over time character. That's what he actually specializes in, and also he has some summoning skills as well, so he can actually have pets. That's about it about him for the most part. He's really good in DPS, especially I guess over time, basically. But very versatile, like I suppose, and can really be used in a lot of combination within classes or between the two classes that you can pick. The Nightblade. Now the Nightblade is your average melee DPS, high DPS on one target especially, but he can actually spread his DPS on multiple targets with a couple of the skills he actually has. It is one of the classes that actually has the highest output of damage on a single target. It has a big mobility with some of the skills, if you actually pick them, of course, like Shadow Strike, can really move around the battlefield, so it's going to be, I guess, maybe a bit chaotic, but then again, you will have the possibility to get out of mob barrages, or I guess you can call them like that, when you're surrounded by mobs and don't really have what to do. You're mainly going to die if you don't have enough potions. And actually with the execution, as far as I know, is like one of the highest outputs of damage per target as a skill within the game. It's actually a passive one, but if you're gonna read it, you're gonna understand what this is. It's basic. Oh, and also he's like the only one character, melee character, that can actually dual wield one-handed weapons, that is. That's basically the Nightblade. The Arcanist. Well, your Arcanist is your average mage, basically. More like, I guess, an elementalist, sort of. I guess some people actually complained about him. Apparently, it's a bit harder to play. I haven't played one yet, I must confess. But as far as I've saw, that other people, videos from other people, it looks really versatile as well, pretty good in DPS. It can be built for AoE DPS as well, to a certain degree at least. It's pretty good on on one target or on multiple targets as DPS goes. And I guess that's about it. I don't know if he can actually summon anything. That I must say I do not know. I'm gonna have to, guess, look at his build tree a bit. And the last but not least is the Shaman. Now the Shaman itself is basically sort of a mage warrior type, I guess. It specializes mostly in two-handed weaponry and in survivability, I guess. It basically has a lot of DPS on one target. Some skills and augments can actually go with it to range, no, not range, AoE DPS as well, with proc chance, I guess. And it has a pretty high okay, I'm just babbling over here. So he can really resist around fights a lot. Really goes well with the soldier class as well. Now, how you can combine this is totally up to you. It depends on your gameplay. You should go through the classes, look at the skills, see what basically they do, pick what you think you can actually, or what you actually want to play, and try it out. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this game. The amount of customization on characters, from items, from classes, from skills, it's really high. I'm going to show you now the... so basically, besides the fact that you have items, some items can actually give skills. You can end up actually building your character around that item, actually, yes, because the skill from that item can actually be that good that you're just going to build around that skill itself. So I guess I'm gonna wish you a good gameplay, and if you want to see more videos about this, or if you want me to go more in depth on any of the classes, just give me I guess a post in the comments below, and we'll see what you can do. Okay, if you enjoyed the clip, give it a big like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you guys around.